Hi there, Michael Lovato, Ironman Live host here at the Triathlete Mag Hangout. This time I'm lucky enough to be joined by Mr. Ben Hoffman. Thanks for joining us, Ben.
Thanks for having me, Michael. It's great to be here.
Yeah, it's good to be here with you. And I'm just going to jump in. Here's the thing. Your website, super cool. One thing I saw on there, it says, I like to go fast. So that combined with one time I saw you in a Ricky Bobby costume. Talk to us about your image, your desire. It's cool. You're putting something different out there. Talk to me about the I like to go fast. What is that?
So, I've kind of gone with the auto racing theme over the past few years. And really what happened was my girlfriend, Kelsey Deere, and I were sitting down one night and we were thinking, okay, what are we going to do for this new kit? What's the theme going to be? I'd gone sort of the Captain America route before. I'd had the stars and stripes. And, that was great for a while, but I decided I needed something new. And we were sitting there. Her family comes from an auto racing background. And it just kind of hit us. We were like, got to go checkered flags, got to go with the auto racing thing. And, it just so happens that, the Ricky Bobby thing kind of caught on afterwards. I got a race suit that I have, a driver suit. Obviously, I'm not wearing it. It's a little too hot for it today. But, yeah, that was the story on that one, and it's been great.
That's good. Yeah, it's a good theme. I like it. I mean, you bring the, a little bit of flair, a little bit of, like, fun to kind of a uptight, at times, sport. So that's really fun. And I was going to ask about the jumpsuit, but you covered that. So let's talk about the races. You're a four-time Ironman winner.
That's right. Yep, four-time Ironman champion. And
some tough races, Lake Placid, Coeur d'Alene, St. George, Wisconsin. These are hard, kind of hard guy bike courses, I think.
Yeah.
Tell me this, because I've seen you do so well on those hard bike courses. You come to Kona, and if my memory serves me, you've had one good race, really.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, I'm not taking it personally. It's absolutely the truth. I mean, the first few races out here were very forgettable for me. I remember them very well, but in terms of results, they were very forgettable. And last year, I finally had a good, solid race, which was my goal coming in. I was able to kind of do my own race. And for me, that's really what it's about. I mean, those races where I won them, the other hard Ironmans, I was able to do my own race all day. And I think in Kona, I've made the mistake before of getting caught up in a bit of the hype of racing the other athletes instead of racing to my best ability. And over the years, I've learned that, I can have a good race here. And I think that this year I've come prepared to sort of target what my best race is, regardless of what's going on in the race dynamics. So that's not to say I'll ignore everything that's happening in the race, but I think for me, my best race will come when I just do my best day.
Okay. No, that's good. I appreciate that honesty. And it's part of what's formed you to where you are now. So you have to remember those 246th place or whatever. I mean, it's down the ranks. So
it wasn't that bad, man. It was like in the 50s, but yeah, it was not very good.
Have you never finished 200? Okay, so 15th last year was what you ended up with, and it was a really good race to watch on the sidelines because I think you did stick to your own guns. Two-part question: what's the strategy based on a potentially large group of fast gunning people? Part two: who's out there that you just ignore completely because you just know they're crazy? That's a tough question.
That is a tough question. I mean, I definitely know who's racing here, and I feel like everybody that's here, there's 50 men that have qualified, and I feel like everyone deserves to be here. There was obviously a hard points chase, just like there is every year, but this year especially, I feel like the field is very worthy of being in Kona. And, I guess when I look at it, I think about as much as every year there's a theory about what's going to happen, if you really look at things historically, the last, 10 more years, really, if you go 8.5 hours, you're right in that 10th spot. So, I think for me, I'm kind of looking more at time goals. I mean, obviously, the winds could blow really hard. It could be super hot. It probably will be.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like that every year, and if you can go close to that 8.5 hour mark. So that's sort of a target for me. As far as a person in the race who I think will probably go for it, I think we all know Andrew Starkowitz wants that bike record, and I think that'll definitely change the dynamic. He's a front pack swimmer. He rides like a maniac, and there's not many people that can hold him. So, and the people that can are probably going to be behind in the water. So I think he'll definitely change the dynamic a lot. I think we all are looking forward to that. I will probably not be the guy that's chasing him. So,
great. Good to know. Great insight. Thank you for that answer. And then, so as we look at that, and you're right, 8.5 hours sometimes, that's pretty realistic. It's also always hot. It's always windy. Hey, those things change a little bit. But do you have a particular run time in mind? You've gone sub 250 for the first time, I think, this year.
Correct.
Where's your confidence there, and what's your projection for that?
I mean, I'm not naive enough to think that the 243 that I ran in Coeur d'Alene equates to a 243 in Kona. I mean, I think the conditions in Coeur d'Alene were quite good. They were about 75 degrees, and the humidity, I don't know, but it wasn't anything like this. So I do think I'm capable of something close to 2 hours and 50 minutes. I feel like I've done really good training. My body is healthy, and my mind is in a good place. So that's a big part of my race strategy, actually, is to hang tough on the bike. And if there's a chance to take, then I feel good, I may do it, knowing that I have a solid run in my back pocket. Otherwise, you know, I might just be smart and be conservative on the bike, and then look to have that quick run, and maybe even crack 2 hours and 50 minutes if I could. Yeah, it's my best run out here, I think, is right around 3 hours. So that's a big step. But at the same time, before I ran 2:43 this year, my fastest Ironman marathon was maybe 2:52. So that was about a 10-minute drop there.
9. 9, that's exactly right.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. No, it's good. I love it. You know, you've thought this out, and it's very good stuff, and I think it shows, you know, your headspace. Let's just talk again about maybe the competitiveness, and when you do allow yourself, knowing you have to do your own thing, you've got some numbers in mind, when do you allow yourself to battle it out, get in the heat of the moment, you know, don't let him pass you, stick on his shoulder, that sort of thing? Yeah,
I mean, historically, as far as during the race, I think coming back from Kauai High, you know, once you've done sort of all the surges that happen in the bike up to Hawi and back down through the crosswinds, the real part of the bike ride, in my opinion, starts in Kauai High back, and if you can stay strong from that point back, you're going to be in a good position. And then as far as on the run course, I think any time from basically mile 10 when you crest up Palani there, out through the energy lab and back, that is time to get, you know, deep into your dark place and battle as hard as you can with anybody and try to hold anybody. So, and I feel prepared to do that. I mean, I really think, yeah, okay, if a guy runs by me running 5:30 pace, that's sort of a suicide mission. But, you know, if it's something, you know, a bit quicker than me, I'll probably jump and try to go. So I feel like I'm in that place.
I like it. Good stuff. That's great. And so this Kona for you will be number what?
This is number 5 for me.
Number 5. Yeah. And, okay, so that's 5 starts, 5 finishes.
This will be my 5th start, and then if I finish, it'll be my 4th finish. I had one DNF where I had a soleus injury, and that was a few years ago.
Okay.
And yeah, that didn't pan out. But otherwise, I've finished them, even if it was an absolute death march.
Nice. That's it. Yes, I think I've seen you under a table at an aid station before, as a vague memory. But no, you know what, Ben? I bring this up because I think you've got, again, I want to highlight that. I'm not trying to knock you down by saying, hey, you dropped out. It's, to me, very telling of you overcoming these odds, which is, you know, or the hard parts, which is an ace in your hand.
Well, I think for most people, Kona is a game of persistence. There are a handful of athletes, Craig Alexander, Samantha McGlone, probably Rennie as well. I don't know her original results. They were quite good, I think.
Yep.
A few people come over and, you know, they make it happen immediately. For the rest of us, I think it's more of a long game. And I'm still, you know, fairly young as far as the Ironman game goes. I can't really play that card anymore. I'm 31 now. But at the same time, I think my best years are still in front of me. So, you know, I'm learning and I'm trying to improve every year, and I think I'm optimistic. I think I can be a world champion someday.
Okay, good stuff. No, I like it. Well, hey, you've got the right attitude and certainly the physical strength. So before I melt away into the lava, I'm gonna shoot you right into the rapid fire segment of our question and answer. So first thing I just need to know is, do you drink coffee race week?
Every morning.
Do you use the AC race week?
I do.
Do you wear compression socks?
Only when I'm at home.
Okay, good stuff. When Kelsey arrives here, do you abstain from any sort of familiar activities?
That's for me to know, and you to never find out.
Are you going to? I tried though. Are you going to the Underpants Run?
I will not go to the Underpants Run.
Do you have any questions for me at this time?
How's your daughter?
Thank you for asking. She's quite lovely. You know, that's the first time a question came back, so good work, Ben. It's great having you here. Both of us are sweating profusely at this point. I think we're acclimated well now. So, Ben, great. You know, it'll be great to watch you. Good luck. Tear it up. Compete when you need to. We'll have fun watching you. Folks at home, join us again. We'll be back with more interviews here at Triathlete Mag Hangout.
Thanks for the interview. Thanks for watching.
Okay.